How do you think a woman's going to make you happy? And I wanted to do one more video because I know you guys are loving watching these ladies behind me talking and being in the background. So I wanted to make sure I got in as many as I could just for you because I love you and I'm thinking about you. But the question was posed to me years ago, probably 20 years ago, and it was something that I paused for a minute. Something in my heart said, this question's for you. You need to stop and think. And you think, well, of course I want a woman in my life, but why? What do you think a woman's going to do to make you happy on a daily basis? And again, just like in my previous teaching, I project out 5 years in the future. And the reason for this is because, first of all, in the early stages, there's awkwardness. There is, I don't know what to say. I don't want to screw it up. We're all in our head. And I'll teach you later about how to get out of that and where to be. And in fact, I did a whole talk. If you haven't seen it yet, it's go to the one that I talk about and said the most important word or the key word. And you'll see in that word how to handle those early stages and build chemistry or circle around the teaching around this one word. So go catch that video. And by the way, while you're here, please, I'd love it if you just subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. I hope you will stay tuned to get notified for everything that comes out. And I hope you'll share this with your friends. And please leave a comment. I love the conversation and everybody's contributions to it. Also, if you haven't yet, get on our email list. And we've re-kicked it up. I had to get a new email server, but I want to make sure you're on the list. And if you will simply go to tinyurl.com/joindclist. Well, I'm going to make sure you're on the list so you don't miss anything. Okay. Why do you want a woman in your life? So the reason I did this exercise of projecting out, imagining a day in the life 5 years in advance, because the early stage, we get nervous, we see these things, or especially when, and, I've been dealing with probably thousands of Ukrainian women over the past 15 years. Guys get enamored with their beauty at first. They're like, oh my gosh, it's a pretty girl. And especially when they get one and they're like in a relationship, they're all about, oh my gosh, and she's gorgeous. And they'll say, I never thought I'd find one like this. And they start saying things that aren't really as helpful as the truth. And then they'll get clingy and I'll never find another one like this again. And so I feel like I got to hang on to it. So we coaching to help you out to build a long-term honeymoon relationship marriage for the rest of your life. But if you want to answer the question, what do I expect a woman to do for me that's going to make me happy? That's why I say go 5 years in the future. Let's say you've been already together. You've been married 3 or 4 years already. You've been comfortable. You see her every day. You know she's beautiful. It's like now you're in a place of calm. You're settled into it. This is my woman and I'm her man and I'm good. And I don't have to worry about that piece. I got it. Okay, so how does her being part of your life make you happy? And this is where I go through the daily exercise of we wake up in the morning and it's that tenderness to be able to look over and just push her hair past her eyes and over her ear and just say hi. And she smiles and you feel the tender energy, and it's that warmth that makes you feel desired. And you feel that desire. And it's so pleasant to know that she just truly enjoys being in your life. And she wants to take care of you. She gets up, let me start breakfast and I'll make some coffee. And she goes, go take your shower and then come into the kitchen. I'll have some things going. And to see her attitude of care for you. And of course, it swells your heart, makes you want to care for her. And you come out there and she started things. And of course, you join in to help her finish the toast or whatever's left. That's about what I can cook, toast. And, to get breakfast ready. And then just sit there as you feel this captivating energy of joy that you have with each other. And if you both have to get ready to go to work, you're going to different places, give her a kiss. She kisses you back and she's just gives you such tender words of, I love you, I can't wait to see you, have a good day. And during the day, you send little cute messages to each other, and you see in her this desire to take care of you, to enjoy being around you, that she wants you, and how that brings your heart to life. And it makes you, it raises up this desire to serve. We just want to serve our queen. We want her to be proud of us. We want to crush it. We want to conquer the hill. And so having this person in our life does these things where it makes us, everything is better. I perform better at work. I want to accomplish more. I think more about the future. I think about setting up things so she's cared for. And all of this comes out. And then, of course, when you finally back together, she jumps up in your arms like hasn't seen you in a month and just so happy to see you and give you kisses and makes you feel warm and just melts into your chest and hugs you and holds you tight. And then, says, come on inside. And Whether you go out to dinner that night, later you make love, all of those things you think about, what are the things that a woman does to add value to your life? Why do you want a woman? And it's important to think about these things. And again, to understand that in the future, this is your life. This is your woman. You'll have her there. And again, as I did in the last talk about manifestation, the fact that you can visualize it, you can feel it, you can see it, you are more likely to attract that kind of woman. Your subconscious will be looking for one that has those energies, that has those qualities as you go dating. So you'll pick better, even in the early stages. But the benefit is, understand that's what it brings, because as in any relationship, as Dr. Robert Glover would say, if you choose to be in a relationship, it will also be a personal growth project. You'll find out about yourself, where you've been selfish, where you weren't thinking about somebody else, or you didn't stand up and say, no, I understand you want that. I understand we decided this in advance, and to be able to be strong and bring her back in. All of those things are challenges that it can be uncomfortable for us. But if you do it from a heart of love and remembering what it's all about and why you want this woman in your life, you realize all of it's worth it. All of it's worth it. And I'll do another talk in the future about the maintaining and continuing what I call the honeymoon marriage, and how to do that. And it's way you as a man, as a leader, can keep re-anchoring your relationship back into that model and guiding it. So if it gets off track or there's emotions involved, you always can come back to a solid foundation saying, we all agreed this is what our relationship is about, so let's deal with this so we can get back there again. All of that comes down to the question, first of all, how do you expect a woman, if you bring her into your life, is going to make you happy? And it's important for you to answer this question, because it's not a random thing. We dismiss it. Well, of course I want a woman. Well, of course I need sex. Of course I want somebody beautiful. Of course. Well, it's not of course. It's thought through until it's a place of peace and comfort in your heart. I know why I want a woman in my life. I know why. And I know what it's going to do to my heart to grow me and bring out of me the things I really want to see come out of me. So I hope that's helpful, guys. I hope you do the excitement and decide for yourself why you want a woman in your life. Thanks for listening in. Strength and honor. See you in the next one.